Get your copy of Fire. It's definitely a must-read. If you enjoy hood books, this one is it. Just like the title of the book, it's officially Fire. Get it on Amazon, paperback or Kindle.
Okay!
Always trust everyone to be themselves, but trust in the fact that you can see them well. I mean, so it's like, trust. It takes too much energy to not trust someone. I mean, it takes too much energy. You always gotta stay 2 steps ahead of them, whatever. Right. But trust them to be them.
Right. To be themselves.
Trust the snake to bite you. Right. Trust the lion to laugh. Trust the thief to steal from you. Like, trust them to be them. Too. But know them when you see them.
Peace. This is the enemy's public. I'm your brother Nasir. This evening, the proper handling of people, part 2. I have to keep going over this information because it's essential to us if we are going to decide to go out and deal with our people in person. Peace to my brother, Marco Power, and my brother, Dangerous Music. Thanks for tapping in. Now, proper handling of people is essential to ensure that our people are on the same page, on code, if we would. First, we need to know how to deal with each other, public and privately. I don't know most people personally that I deal with or speak to. I don't know them privately, the brothers who I speak to on social media. I talk to a few brothers on the phone outside of social media. Yet what a brother or sister do privately is their business, as long as it doesn't serve to the detriment of our people. Yet, the behavior that we display in public is a real issue, to the level of our enemies having no worries about us coming together and effecting change on the least of things, especially when we can't even have a conversation with each other without it turning into something ugly and buffoonish. Greetings, respect to Sharon Walker. Thanks for tapping in. We have grown men on platforms behaving like Pams with the sentiment, please acknowledge me, hear me, see me. Having an intellectual conversation is always good. That's how steel sharpens steel. Not through competition. We need to stop competing with each other, but through hearing each other out. We need to hear each other out, respect each other's mind, realizing that no one person has all the answers, but together we have more answers than we have separated. To think that people on these platforms refer to themselves as master teachers. And that is mind boggling with some of the mannerism and decorum that some of the brothers mostly have on these platforms. Having information, I don't care if it's a lot, doesn't make you a master anything. Your ability to get people to listen to you and listen attentively and then applying what they learned to their lives. If you see a master teacher, he or she used to be a master student, and they are forever a student. If you see a master teacher, you see a forever student that's willing to listen and learn. Now, a master teacher understand what they've been taught before they go out attempting to teach. There's no such thing of an argumentative teacher. No such thing. Because if you're giving the truth, it can withstand questioning. It can withstand doubt. It can even withstand ridicule and remain the truth. Yet if we're going to do something outside of talking to people on social media, we better learn how to handle our people. Because the way some of us talk to each other, the people will be wondering and asking, are we here to help, or are we here to hinder? That's the questions that will be asked. Are we here to help or hinder? Now, that's why I say a person with knowledge and no understanding should constantly study the knowledge they've obtained to get an understanding before we teach. Understanding will do away with the cockiness, the chest out, nah, that's cap in our conversations. Because a wise person would just give the information that they have and let it resonate if it would. Not all of us have the demeanor, mannerisms, or patience to teach. A teacher assures that the student understand what he or she is giving them, not by arguing. Having the patience to repeat yourself over and over again, even slowing down. You don't become a master teacher from what you know. You become a master teacher by how you teach. It's how you teach. You have to teach masterfully. It's not about what you know, it's about how you pass the information. Now, how could we be a master teacher if your very presence and voice irritates your student? It's about methodology, patience, decorum, respect for the mind that you're teaching. Because what a teacher gives the student gives to the world. Now, can we really, any of us, say with truth that we are careful and mindful of any of that? Now, I've heard people say that they're master teachers. Master teachers, that they have the ability to gravitate people towards what they are saying. I would never consider myself as a master teacher, but some have that audacity to say that they are a master teacher because of what they know, not because of how they teach, because of what they know themselves. They consider themselves a master teacher. And that's kind of weird to me that someone will put that on themselves, that they have mastered the science of teaching. This means that whatever you say, people are going to resonate with. It's going to resonate with people. And not only that, the fundamental technique in handling people. Number one is you shouldn't criticize, condemn, or complain. And you have to give honest, sincere appreciation. Arouse in the other person a eager want. That's how we have to handle our people. And there's many ways to get a person to gravitate towards you and even like you. You have to become genuinely interested in other people. We skin and grin at everybody else. But when we look at each other, we have to mean mug, smile at your brother. And remember that a person's name to he or her is the sweetest and most important sound in any language. A person's name. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Because if we plan to go out and actually deal with our people outside of this, we're going to know, we have to know how to handle our people. And what I see, there's no way it's going to work if some of us go out and actually deal with our people the way some of us deal with each other on social media. And God forbid if a woman has something to say, some of these brothers lose their damn mind when a woman has something to say. So we have to learn how to handle our people correctly. And it's ways to win people over to your way of thinking. Because the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid an argument. That's why I always say, before I go back and forth, I'll leave first. You got the best of the argument because you didn't engage in the argument. Show respect for the other person's opinion. Never tell a person that they're wrong. That is most case scenario on YouTube in particular during a build. It's not a build if you're tearing someone down. If you're undermining someone, it's not a build. It turns into an argument. You have to show respect for the other man's or woman's opinion. Never tell someone that they're wrong. And at the same time, if you are wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. And when there's an idea that we are coming together, putting together that we're going to do, let the other man feel that the ideal is his. You know how enthusiastic a person will become if you let them think the ideal is his or hers. We both did it, but let that person think the ideal is theirs. You work, they work enthusiastically and get the job done. And let the person do a great ideal of talking. That way you get to know the person, where they stand, and we can get on code. And we have to try honestly to see from the other person's point of view. Now, I see it like this. Everybody wants to guide. Nobody wants to be guided. Everybody wants to be heard. No one wants to listen. Sometimes we can teach without saying a word. I've seen some people who are masterful by the way they move, an articulate worker, showing us how it's done, showing us. Sometimes it's just better than to talk than to just show someone. If they're watching you and you show them how it's done, they're still learning from you. Yet some of us in reality, some of us are not qualified to train a dog. When we say each one teach one, we have to understand that we are reproducing ourselves. We have to think. Now, I'm not perfect by a long shot. By a long shot. If somebody said, those of us who are perfect, stand up, I will get out my seat and sit on the floor. That's how imperfect I am. Yet we all should do a self-analysis on ourselves, keep it real with ourselves, ask truthfully. We should ask ourselves truthfully, should I be on social media attempting to teach with my lack of decorum, respect, or lack of patience for other people? Should I be teaching with that type of behavior? And then we do a self-analysis on ourselves. That way we can correct ourselves instead of pointing the finger at each other. We can just point the finger at ourselves and have the self-accusing spirit and be like, look, should I really be doing this? Because I'm gonna read from the book of Pendergrass, where it says that you can't hide from yourself. Everywhere you go, see, there you are. That's what the brother Teddy Pendergrass said. Now, we keep it real with ourselves and ask, who would want to meet with me in person? Who would actually want to work with me? Or am I serious enough to be around those who are serious? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Because we're going to actually be dealing with our people. And if we're dealing with our people, we have to be serious. Because we sound the alarm and say we're about to do this. Some people are going to come out and they're going to be ready. They're going to be serious. And just imagine, you call people out, one of us call people out, we call people out, and we're not serious. But a whole bunch of serious people come out to hear what we got to say and see what we're doing, and we're not serious. Now, I've seen this. I see people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Peace to my brother Brown's Flat Power God. And they don't know what to do with those people. All they want to do with those people is talk to them and pass the collection plate around and get money. Some of them won't even start the program unless somebody hit the Cash App. But when you have that many people that's willing to listen to you, that's a lot of people that can be organizing. A lot of people. That's a lot of resources. And especially when you have people that rock with you, that you can actually utilize the resources that you have with those people and get some things done in different states. A lot of times, most case scenario, they're all over the place, even in different nations. You can get to work and handle some business. And you can meet ever so often with that many people. You should be able to meet ever so often and handle some business. But all we want to do, if that's all we want to do is talk to the people, you're going to lose them. Because eventually the people want to see some action. Now, things that are important to people, we have to cater to. Security. People want to feel safe. They want to feel secure in their homes. They want to feel secure in their person as far as their livelihood. It's a whole lot under security. It's not necessarily your personal protection. People want to feel secure in their livelihood also. Treatment by people in authority over them. Now, that's an important one, because if we're going to have a rank and file, the treatment by people in authority has to be brotherly and sisterly. those of us who will probably be in the rank and file, we have to treat if we say brother, we have to mean brother and treat the brother like a brother. Salute to my brother, D. Allen Warren. Peace. Thanks for tapping in. Because that's the main problem with our people. A lot of us don't want to fall in line for a particular reason, because a lot of people get abusive when they are in authority. They get abusive. Then the relationship to associates, things, and that's important to our people. Our physical surroundings is important to us. Okay. And if we have work to do, the treatment of those of us who are carrying out the work. And if we are working, we want to be compensated. And not only do we want to be compensated, we want appreciation of our efforts. There's nothing wrong with telling a brother or sister, good job. Incentives also. Give our brother and our sister incentives. And we have to show them the benefits of our hard work. It's just not the one individual, it's us working together. And if a brother or sister feel like they're not treated the way they want to be treated, we have to give attention to a complaint. And then we have to give our brother and sister opportunity for advancement and opportunities to make suggestions. We shouldn't be that kind of people who have that it's my way or the highway sentiment. We have to be open and give people the opportunity to make suggestions, because I listen, it's a lot of bright minds that I hear. And it seems as if the bright minds are shadowed. And we have to listen to every mind. You have to respect the minds of the people who are around you. Now, we are a imperfect people expecting perfection. We don't put that pressure on others. We put it on each other. Yeah, we have to give ourselves and each other a break because of what we've gone through. We have to give each other a break. And if a brother or sister is qualified for something, we aid them in it. None of us have all the answers, but collectively we have more answers. So if Marco Power is qualified to do something, I'm going to help him in what he's qualified in, and he do it for me, vice versa. Salute to my brother, Warfare K. Respect to Lady Shea Butter. And whatever skills that a sister have, we back them up, because if we're going to change our dynamic and affect positive change in our people, I'm going to say it like this. There's no benevolent person outside of ourselves that's going to change our condition, because it's our condition. It's totally up to us, and no one's going to do it. And those of us who are spiritual, we need to understand that God help those who help themselves. We are that God, so we need to help ourselves. So God will be helping those who help themselves. And not sit around and wait for somebody to fall out the sky, because it's not going to happen that way. It has never happened that way. Peace to my brother, Big Dog Philly OJ. Thanks for tapping in. Yet when we deal with people, our people, we need to deal with our people with care. And stop mean mugging and stop being mean spirited with our own people. We skin and grin at everybody else, but the way we treat each other is deplorable. Now, ways to change people without giving offense or arousing resentment. Number one, we can begin with praise and honest appreciation. Number two, we could call attention to people's mistakes indirectly. See, a lot of times we like to single people out. I'd rather deal with the situation than deal with the individual. I'd rather call out what the behavior instead of pointing somebody out. Unless I'm talking to that person, in person or something like that. But if we're around a crowd, deal with the situation. And we have to have the not necessarily audacity, the humbleness to talk about our own mistakes before criticizing other people's mistakes. Learn how to ask questions instead of giving direct orders. And sometimes we need to let the other man save his own face. Then we should praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. Be hearty in your appreciation and your approbation, and lavish in your praise. There's nothing wrong, again, with telling a brother or sister good job. Or if you rock with them, if you rock with a brother, you see them on their platform, you rock with them. Nothing wrong with being lavish in your praise when you see a brother doing his thing or a sister doing her thing. And when we deal with people, sometimes people will walk up. My father used to say, walk up in the shoes that you give them. He used to always say that. Sometimes if you give a person a reputation, that's a good reputation. They will attempt to live up to it. That's why when I refer to a brother, I say, peace, good brother. I'll call the brother a good brother or the sister a good sister. If you give them a fine reputation to live up to, they probably will live up to it. Use encouragement, and then it's not the end of the day if a brother or sister have faults, because we all have them. Every last one of us. And then we can make the fault easy, or at least seem easy to correct, wherever the fault is, as long as it's not nothing crazy. We can make it seem like it's easy to correct. again, we're going to be carrying out duties. Some of us, we have our strong points. Wherever D. Allen Warren, whatever his skill set is, we back that brother. And whatever Warfare K's, the sister Sharon Walker, Lady Shay, whatever their skill set is, we back them. And if we give a brother or a sister an assignment, a lot of times that brother or sister may be the only one qualified to do it. And then we have to make the person happy about doing the thing that we suggest. You know, we don't, I'm from the rank and file. I believe in a rank and file. That's what I believe. I'm a rank and file type of guy. That's my, my grow up. I'm a rank and file type of guy. And I'm used to, somebody coming up, giving a directive politely. I'm saluting and carrying out the duty. That's me. That's what I'm used to. And sometimes someone don't know how to give a directive politely. And that's when the proper handling of people come in. That's why I say you have to make the person feel happy about doing the thing that you suggest. And also, I'm going to say this. We have to be mindful of those who come around to us, suggesting that we do something that we know makes no sense. I hear people yelling, agent this, agent that, COINTELPRO this, COINTELPRO this, COINTELPRO that. Yeah, we need to understand what we're talking about when we say these things. If someone coming around us and they suggest that we do anything illegal, we have to be mindful about that person. We have to watch that person. They're adamant about doing it's another way to do it, but they are adamant that we do it this way. That can, destroy what we're trying to do before we get started. We have to be mindful about those type of people. Because we don't have to break the law to carry things out. We don't have to do that. Because know what we would be? We would be what we despise. That's what we would become. What we despise. We will become that. So if somebody come to us trying to get us to do something illegal, we watch that person. Because chances are that person was sent to infiltrate our organization. It's happened so many times. And I'm going to say it like this. When we find you out, we are going to have a long talk with you. We're going to talk to you. If you come with foolishness and try to, distract and infiltrate what we're trying to do. Because what we want to do, we want to do it. I say it like this also. I'm not saying that our hands won't be dirty. When I say dirty, I mean work. I'm not saying people are going to see us carrying out our work and try to come between what we're trying to accomplish. We cross that bridge when we get to it. But I see it like this. All I can promise anyone is that I won't be the aggressor. It's the only thing I can promise you. I can't promise you it won't be this or it won't be that. All I can promise you is I won't start it. That's the only thing I can promise you. But if you start with me, you start with mine, you try to come between what we're trying to accomplish, if it's hell below, we all gonna go. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't believe in this spooky heaven. I believe that if we come together and we get on code and we do some righteous work together, we can build our heaven. Our heaven. Not nothing that you have to die to see. We can build our heaven while we're living. You know why I know we can build our heaven while we're living? Because we built somebody else's heaven. So why can't we build our own heaven? That's something. We built somebody else's heaven. And constantly building somebody else's heaven. Now, exactly, brother. There is no progress. My brother Warfare K said we can start a trend that positions our children to be in a more powerful position than we are. Beautifully put. Because if Warfare K is a millionaire and his son's a millionaire, that's good. It's not progress, though. Have to be in a more powerful position than we are. More powerful. So we can't leave things how they are. We can't. So the alike minds going to have to come together. And myself and the brother Warfare K, along with Marco Power, Greedy, and forgot who else was on there. King of High Self, the Sister Chrissy. We had a conversation the other day. If someone is on the fence and they're on that fence a little too long for our comfort, we push them over. Take your ass over there. We don't need you. Because we're serious about what we're trying to do. And if we're going to make it, a place where our children can be more powerful than we are, we can't play with it. It's not a play day. The problem with some people, all they want to do is downplay. All they want to do is play. Some play entirely too much. All they want to do is play. Having a good conversation, and somebody will come in and disrupt the build, throw off the conversation, and to me, my sentiment is they do it on purpose. My brother the other night, he asked a question. If you can't answer the question, say you don't have an answer to a question, but you don't come up and not contribute to what the host is talking about. I'm dealing with, social media now, but what my own focal point is now is proper handling of people and having patience, because again, I'm going to be out among the people, at least extending my hand, attempting to help some people. That's what I want to do. I'll still do this, yet your brother want to go out and help people. Literally make my word my bond. And my bond is my life, and I will give my life if my word should fail me. And that's something I do not plan on doing, having my word fail me. The only way I'm not going to accomplish this is I'm gone. If I'm living, I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. With my people and on behalf of my people. And that's the truth, Lady Shay. When you allow nonsense to become the norm, you are simply being the discernment, that's true. Because I see it like this. It has become the norm, not the norm everywhere, but those who allow it. And people see it as the norm because they think they can do it everywhere they go. So that's a good statement. They see it and they want to, and they expect to be able to do it wherever they go. Okay, I can go here and I can cuss somebody out. I can go here and cuss somebody out. I can go here and cuss somebody out. It's become the norm. And can you imagine those who go from platform to platform, breaking the bills? Can you imagine having those persons with you if you're out and about, if you're out trying to do some work among the people? So we're going to have to weed those type of people out, because if we're going to be out helping people, we can't have knuckleheads with us when we're trying to help people. We can't. And everybody can't speak for us. We have to elect those who can speak for us. Everybody else just back up what their brother or their sister say. That's it. It's how we used to do it when we soldier. We soldier, okay, that's officer of the day. The officer of the day do all the talking. Everybody else stand in the ranks. So therefore, we know we can't have no fools out there, speaking on our behalf. We elect someone, qualified brothers or sisters who can speak, who's not no fools, not a hothead, because, mind you, we're backing up whatever this brother or that sister say. So we elect that person to go out and speak for us, and everybody else is in the rank and file. That's it. Because if you got everybody talking, it's going to sound like a whole bunch of babbling fools. It's going to sound like one of these channels. And we can't have that out on the damn streets when we're trying to help people. That's how you do it. Yes, sir, brother, on Warfare King. It's simple. It's a simple concept, but a simple concept is not simple for the simpletons. If you know what I mean, brother. It's not. Especially those, the Pam. I call them the Pam. Please acknowledge me. We got brothers around here behaving like Pam. Please acknowledge me. They want to be heard, want to be seen, want to be acknowledged. I didn't want to make this a long stream. I just wanted to come in, give this information, and just speak to the brothers and the sisters about proper handling of people. You know, I would say it like this: my brother Warfare K is a solid brother as far as I'm concerned. He's a solid brother as far as I'm concerned. He know what I'm talking about. That's my Jersey comrade, and we need to deal with troubles of a insecure laborer. Those who would possibly be among us or working with us. The troubles of an insecure laborer, he will pass the buck. He'll pass the buck if something's going wrong. But if something's going good, he'll take all the credit. And he will harbor the information, and he don't give the information to his subordinates. And he also surround himself with favorites, or what we'll call yes men. And he's also panicky when it comes to making decisions. You know, and you got the troubles of the sadistic laborer. When things don't go right, he take it out on people around him. He likes to see people eat dirt. And he picks on individuals. Thank you, Lady Shea Butter. I appreciate that. And he's overly quick to punish. See, a person shouldn't put on someone to do something that they are incapable of doing. If you ask somebody to carry out a duty, it's best that you had done that yourself before. If you ask somebody to carry a duty out. Because if you would be over quickly to punish someone because of something they couldn't do and you never did it, that's not right. I'm just going to say that. Now, this is proper handling of people, so I have to go here with these type of behaviors. Factors forcing the neurotic pattern is something we had to be mindful of. Sensitivity to domination, burdens of responsibility, exaggerate insecurity. Economic and emotional security depends on the relationship. That's why I said earlier, security is not only securing your person. A person wants their livelihood to be secure also. They want their livelihood secured. They don't have to worry about how they're going to eat and where they're going to live, and that's security all around. Now, future status depend on it. Frustrations of inadequate leadership. So if we're going to be out here among our people, speaking with our people, trying to help our people, and if we're going to be organized, and see, our people have a problem with falling in line. Everybody wants to guide. Nobody wants to be guided. Like I said earlier in the stream, if you see anyone who is a master teacher, that master teacher, if that person is a master teacher, if it's a such thing of a master teacher, used to be a master student, and that master student is forever a student, forever a student, because knowledge is infinite. So I don't know why people call themselves a master teacher when knowledge is infinite. Because if you're forever a student, you are forever learning. So that's why I don't get that concept. And that's why I don't get why people will actually have the audacity to call themselves a master teacher. If you're a master teacher, give me some lives that you affected positively, a positive effect on somebody's life. I would love to see someone who called themselves a master teacher point out to someone, okay, I changed that person's life. I changed that person's life with what I gave them while I was teaching masterfully. And I certainly didn't see that on this platform, meaning YouTube altogether. Not no master. People call themselves that. And you're not that because of what you know. You cannot be a master teacher. I'm going back to that because of what you know. Salute to my brother Hawkeye. Peace, brother. Thanks for tapping in. You cannot be a master teacher because of what you know. That's a teaching method. You're teaching masterfully. Yet, again, I don't see how anyone could put that on them. I know I certainly won't put that on me. I'm a master teacher. That's just crazy to me for someone to utter. Now, those are mannerisms that we have to look out for. That cocky chest out, I'm this, I'm that. We have to look out for those demeanors, because those type of brothers and sisters is gonna serve to our detriment, especially when we're out dealing with our people. Our people go through enough for us to go out and think we're about to get something accomplished, and all we see is buffoonery under the guise of helping our people. Now, again, brothers in particular have to get rid of the Pam mentality. Got to get rid of that Pam mentality. Please acknowledge me. Got to get rid of that. We need to learn how to respect the minds that we are around and not let someone's thinking go discredited, because the build turns into a argument. Some of us like to argue. Some of us go for that purpose alone. We'll go on a platform that for that purpose alone. And just I'm gonna say it again. Just imagine if some of these brothers, I'm gonna say brothers, because I see that behavior in brothers more than I see it in sisters. And that's a damn shame. Yet, any sister that display that behavior, we shouldn't have anyone who display that behavior. If they would do that in public, we can't organize with people like that. We can't. Because what we're trying to start will end. It'd be grand opening, grand closing at the same damn day. I want to take a music break.
Is test the devil to hit the next level. Wish they was the rebel with several medals and flex the bezel with the pedal to the metal. In the thug's paradise, where love have a price. So we love for life like thugs love the night. They sell drugs for ice for the Benz with the bug lights. Some mics to the world hug like parasites. But life's lethal, it might mislead you. A sneak preview, watch what we do and what the hood teach you. I still see through the eye of a needle, so I can watch people because love backwards is evil. Yo, what's this? Yo, bust this. Yo, it's time to uplift. They think all we do is bust clips and puff slips and plush whips and clutch chips and touch chicks. Blowing rocks like Fort Knox and horn blocks. Torn cops with more props we want not. Panhandling with your mans and them. Scrambling, gambling, plans to win while the cops clock them. Beans block them. Women watch them. Traders wanna top them. Hey, yo, what's the problem? Before the knocks knock them, opposite players plot to rob them. The ghetto got him. My man said it's rough at the bottom. Ghetto alert. Let's do whatever work to get ready to curse. We went from first to America's worst on this competitive turf. Now let's inherit the earth. Let's form plots for one another and call shots. From 12 o'clock to the next ball drop. All year around, cause we suffer non-stop. You think it's rough at the bottom, it's even rougher on top. A beat's gonna have to reach a turn for me. And everybody's side of the street to be sunny. Ain't nothing funny. Burn plenty and burn honeys. And earn money and watch the century turn 20. We all should. From the woods to the big cities and the small hood. Everybody should be welcome to ball if y'all could. But we fall cause we brawl. Yo, it ain't all good. We need to play right, stay tight with your A alike. Keep your game tight, no need to play trite. Get cheese from daylight to the late night. And it shouldn't take death to appreciate life. Before a lot perish, we got the terrorists. But law let us get proper nourish to the block flourish. In this metropolis, stay on top of this. You know what the profit is, we prosperous. Now we networking. Respect the next person, it'll be less hurting or left lurking. While we kept our jets lurking, connect set for certain. Total net working. Last chance to advance and stats brands. If you have plans to have them in mad land. Own shine, condone crime, a whole nine. I know what the problem is, killing our own kind. To my flamethrowers, train sober, remain soldiers. Stay sane so these pretty dames can hold us. Terror to rain rollers and range rovers to the train goers. Claim your fame, maintain till your game's over. Ghetto alert, let's do whatever work to get ready to curse. We went from first to America's worst on this competitive turf. Now let's inherit the earth. Let's form plots for one another and call shots. From 12 o'clock to the next ball drop. All year around, cause we suffer non-stop. You think it's rough at the bottom, it's even rougher on top. A beat's gonna have to reach a turn for me. And everybody's side of the street to be sunny. Ain't nothing funny, burn plenty. You burn honeys and earn money and watch the century turn 20.
That's the God MC. Rakim. My brothers and sisters, I don't know much more what I can say about this situation. About, proper handling of people. And it's not just our people. We need to learn how to handle people all together. Yet my focal point will and is and will always be my people, my focal point. So I will bring, this information to us because I don't like the way we handle each other. If we get on platforms or we see each other, we say brother or we say peace. That means that I have no intentions of doing any harm to you verbally or physically if I say peace. And peace is the absence of pain and suffering, anxiety and grief. That's peace. So therefore, if I say peace to you and I do any of those things, I didn't mean peace when I said it to you. So if I greet you with peace, that means I don't plan to do anything harmful that you would deem harmful to you. That's what peace means. The absence of pain and suffering, anxiety, grief. We have to make our word bond when we say something. And we, as men, have to have some type of restraint. We have to have restraint. If someone's being argumentative, some of us have to have restraint. I know some people say somebody have to be the bigger man. That's a true statement. But sometimes the equation is somebody has to be the man, period. Somebody has to be the man. Now, I know there's two men going back and forth, but if you look at a man in comparison to the man, it's a difference when you got a man and the man. A man is questionable, but the man is the definite article. When you say the, that means there's nothing over that person. The man. The is the definite article when you say the, when it comes to anything. Like when you say the end is over. So therefore, somebody has to be the man. I thank you all for coming through and hanging out with your brother. Thank you to my brother Big Dog Philly OG. Thanks to Lady Shea Butter. Hawkeye, is this a new channel, brother? Because I'm not understanding why you're not modded up. Thanks to Hawkeye. Thanks to my brother D. Allen Warren. Thanks to Lady Shea Butter. Thanks to Warfare K. Thanks to Sharon Walker. Thanks to my brother Brown's Flat Power Guy, my brother Dangerous Music, my brother Marco Power. Thank you all for coming through, hanging out with the brother. I appreciate it. It's greatly appreciated. I don't think it's anything else that I could say concerning this matter. But we need to learn how to handle each other better than we have been. If we are going to do something besides talk on social media, even if this is all we're going to do, we still should handle each other better than we have. I hope this information was pertinent and something that we can apply to ourselves. I appreciate you being here, joining me. And on that note, everybody have a blessed evening. Peace.
Get your copy of Fire. It's definitely a must-read. If you enjoy hood books, this one is it. Just like the title of the book, it's officially Fire. Get it on Amazon, paperback or Kindle.
Whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.